Today we will be reviewing The Idea Review, directed by Michael Showalter. So, was interested in this film because, well, I wasn't interested in this film, but I was intrigued by the fact that Michael Showalter directed it because if you've seen other videos on this channel, you know that I like Michael Showalter. Specifically, I love Spoiler Alert.
Yeah, it's an incredible film. Go watch it if you have not seen it.
Yeah, it was like one of the first couple weeks of the film recommendations. I brought that one up and I spoke about that for a while. So yeah, I really love that film. So when Poppy asked if we could watch this, I was intrigued. I was like, okay, I'll give it a go. Michael Showalter. I liked Spoiler Alert a lot, so yeah, this will be good. Was I wrong? Yes, I was.
Yeah, it didn't quite live up to the greatness which was Spoiler Alert. And I think this one came out afterwards, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Fanfic, wasn't it? Harry Styles.
Yeah.
Should have stayed as a fanfic about Harry Styles. I get it, I get why they make it, and I do think, right, here's the thing. I do think that it's cool when that films are being made about people's fanfics, because there are some incredible writers out there that write fanfics. So I want to put respect for the fanfic writers out there, because if you're one of them watching this, you guys are pretty incredible at writing stories. So it's right that your work's getting recognition, the same as a novel would or what have you. But maybe this one should have stayed as a fanfic because this was the most unrealistic word that I can't find right now, but
it was an unrealistic fantasy, I think that's the problem. It's annoying because obviously I haven't read the fanfic, Sam has not read the fanfic. We don't know how similar it is. If anyone has, please let us know if it's actually accurate or if they've stripped it down. I think these sort of fanfics need the right production team and the right crew in order to make them really pop. And unfortunately this felt like a very, very big fanfic. Do you know what I mean? So it felt like they had a lot to live up to, and then it just felt a little bit flat.
It felt like someone took the fanfic and then was it felt like Michael Showalter took the fanfic and went, this is a serious film. When it wasn't meant to be like that. It was a fanfic. It was it
was meant to just be a cute little romance.
Something for people to something for people to be lost in the story for.
Yeah.
Something for people to dream about and stuff like that. But yeah, it felt like it was half taken as this, I'm going to make this a really serious romance film. But the material was not serious.
Yeah.
I don't know whether the dialogue was from the fanfic or it was created for the film, but it was the most unrealistic. People don't talk to each other that way.
Yeah.
And you said whilst we were watching it, it felt like they had done no script read-throughs whatsoever. It felt like they were just handed the scripts and then put in the room together and went, read the lines to each other.
Yeah, it's annoying because some of it was okay, and then you'd be on a roll and the conversation would actually be back and forth. Anne Hathaway's really great in this. I think Nicholas is great in it too. But the problem is that it's just some of the dialogue is so jarring and it feels so forced. And some of it just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It just did not link up with the rest of the conversation or the scene that happened before.
Yeah, Anne Hathaway did not need to bring her A game with her acting, but she did, so respect to her for that. But yeah, it was just I don't know. It was really just some of the concert stuff was just cut away from it. We don't need to see every performance and stuff, because the rest of the group were the boy band were not really the most charismatic of people. And it was kind of not really that fun watching them on stage as well.
Yeah, they didn't really cast anyone who was anywhere near One Direction other than...
It just felt a little bit icky, I guess. And also with that friend group, really, really irritating plot point here was just all of a sudden, they were chill. They were fine. Everyone was having fun when they were on tour and stuff. All of a sudden, they all turn into fucking bitches one day.
Yeah, like out of absolutely nowhere, there's been not a single hint. Everyone's been like smiling, laughing, joking throughout the
Yeah.
film, and then suddenly they're all like, yeah, by the way,
They're like
why are you here?
bullying Anne Hathaway.
Yeah.
Like, none of you are on Anne Hathaway's level. Like, get lost. Like, I felt bad about being a little bit like, oh, I don't know about the rest of this group right now. They're kind of like not really. They're not helping the film's case. And then yeah, when that scene happened, I'm like, yeah, can we just not have them in scenes anymore? That was like the most dumb thing to do. Just all of a sudden have them as like the worst people, like the worst group to hang around with. And like he didn't really do much to stick up for her as well.
No.
Like you
true.
can very much understand why she wanted to leave in that one moment. Yeah, I got proper heated watching that last night. Like so
Yelling at
many
the
things.
TV.
I was just like, that would never happen. This is stupid. But then I sat there and watched the rest of it. I gave it 2 stars on Letterboxd, and Poppy gave it 2.5. So yeah, I wasn't gonna give it lower than that. I respect films and filmmaking and writing and stuff, so like I don't want to give it less than that because you know it's a fanfic. The fanfic's probably much better than the actual film, so I don't want it to be a commentary on how I think they write. I just don't really think that they should have made a film out of it. I think
It's a shame.
just like, did you need to do it? Probably not.
Yeah. Another thing is that I've already watched Euphoria, but we're currently like watching it together, so we're very much used to like the vibes, the lighting, you know, like the music. And with the Coachella scenes, they could have done so much. They could have done like the carnival episode in season 1 of Euphoria, if you haven't seen it. It's like just bright flashing lights, neon, it's cool, like it's immersive. They could have easily made this film like a Coachella, but in the evening.
Yeah, they made
it super cool.
They made it look so like boring.
Yeah, they did.
Like they were just
unfortunately.
like a bunch of people sat in a field. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, they really could have gone a bit more done a lot more with that scene.
Some of the songs were good, but
Some parts of it were good. Some like you said, you're nodding your head along, going, "Okay, is this getting better?" And then obviously the following scene would be like, "No, it's not getting better. Getting worse, if anything." I really don't know. I had so much to say about this, like during the film and right after the film, but because this is a day after, I've lost a lot of it.
it happens
sucks.
sometimes with these sort of films.
I had so much to say, like so much was triggering me.
You did say last night about how the intimacy scenes felt so serious, and
Out
if they'd
of
left,
place.
yeah, they were very out of place, and if they'd matched the rest of the film with those intimate scenes, it would have been perfect. Like it would have fit, but it just didn't.
Yeah, the rest of the film felt like it was really like goofy, light-hearted, like playful kind of, you know, something that even kids could watch. And then all of a sudden they're doing like these really like intense, intimate scenes. And I'm like, I don't think this film warrants this right now. The fanfic, again, I don't know, I haven't read it, but it might have that kind of stuff in it. But it just felt so jarring, out of place. Like all of a sudden I've gone from watching like a, you know, PG or a 12 rated film at most, and then all of a sudden I'm now watching like borderline 8, I mean not 18, that's extreme, but like, you know what I mean? Like, it just felt so jarringly out of place. Like it's not like I was watching like a David Fincher film where it's so like mature and like the adult themes are present throughout, and then you kind of understand everything in it. It just felt very jarring. So yeah, thank you for bringing that up, because
That's
that
all
was a
good.
point that I brought up last night. But yeah, just so much. So much. Also, the piano scene really irritated me. Like,
Why?
he's just playing a little tune on the piano, and she's just like, got these questions about it, like, oh, what are you playing? Oh, it doesn't matter, just nothing really. You just wouldn't, would you? You just like, he's just playing a little tune on the piano, you just, I don't know, it just really irritated me the way that, like, there was this really, like, it felt like there was this whole thing around the tune that he was playing on the piano. This is so small. Like, if you haven't watched the film and you watch it, you'll be like,
Happens in, like, 2
is that
seconds.
it? Like,
Yeah.
this is what irritated you. But it was just the little things, like, why have you paid so much attention to the specific tune? Like, if someone's playing a piano, I just walk up and be like, oh, that was cool. Or like, you know, you just stand there and listen. I don't know if you heard that, but I'm hungry and that my tummy rumbled. Yeah, so that's probably why I can't remember a lot right now, is because they were such stupidly little things that for some reason, like when I watched Les Mis the other day, I was clearly in a bit of a mood when I watched it, and I was in a mood to rip into something. So probably best that I wasn't still in that mood today, but I guess I have been a bit of a grouch, but hey, we need to watch a good film.
Yeah, I don't like to think that, like, if anyone's watching this and that you love the film, we do get it. I think we didn't have too many expectations going in, but we also were like, because of spoiler alert, we were really kind of like hoping it would be. It looks, on the surface, it looks like shallow, but it's a good film. And unfortunately, I don't think it really held up to the promise of what spoiler alert did.
Well, yeah, that's the last thing like I ever want to do. If I'm being like a dick about a film or I'm like ripping into it, I never want anyone watching who loves it to feel like either embarrassed or stupid, or like I'm ripping into them for liking it. I get that like my opinion is probably not going to change yours. I'm not that like egotistical, but I just worry that like I don't want to make it feel like I'm ripping into people that like it, because I get that I am one of the biggest believers that films are very subjective.
100%.
Yeah, you can have a badly made film, a well-made film, but the attachment that you get to a film, being emotionally connected, depends on your past, your history, who you are as a person. And films are incredibly subjective. So like someone could like a certain style of comedy, and some people could hate that style of comedy. So if they like it, they'll think the comedy was amazing, and if someone hates that style, they'll think it was the worst comedy ever. And the same way with like, you know, stories like deep kind of dramas or romance films where it like touches upon like mental health, or like a character acts a certain way because of some trauma from their past or something that's happened in their life. If a person watching can connect to those characters, they're going to feel more invested. But if you haven't had that in your past, like, you're gonna struggle to connect with these characters, which means you're gonna be detached, you're gonna be looking at surface level things, you're gonna be ripping into it more. So yeah, my like irritation and annoyance with films is never a commentary on people watching it. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, so I'm never like saying, how could anyone like this film? Like with Les Mis, like I didn't go, you clearly loved the film a lot more than I did.
I used to listen to the soundtrack a lot when I was younger, and that probably helped me.
But yeah, so I'm just giving my opinion, like that's all it is.
Another thing as well, like probably the reason why we had slightly different opinions on this film is that I actually used to read a lot of fanfics when I was a teenager. I never read One Direction fanfics, let's just like nip that in the bud. But I did read band fanfics and stuff, you know, like...
So, 2007. My stomach keeps rumbling.
So I kind of had that connection, I had that understanding, and I know that a lot of fanfics are very cliche, especially like the big ones everyone loves and I never got into because I was a quirky kid. My gosh.
I feel like that film would have done really well as like a Netflix original as well.
I think that film would have done awful as a Netflix original.
Why?
Because The Kissing Booth was a fanfic turned into a movie, and they did
I
that.
mean like the film be kept exactly how it is, just be as a Netflix original. Because people kind of know what to expect going into it. Actually, no, Prime are pretty good without those kind of films too.
Yeah.
Ignore everything I just said.
I was going to say, Prime have been doing a lot of fanfics
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm just like going through, I'm like playing all like the romance films that I've just seen like flying past.
So that was our review of The Idea of You. Let us know what you thought of the film and if you agree with any of our takes. I feel like we have very controversial takes if you like the film.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much for watching.